Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Folks, we have a massive update on our hands, so it's time to break it all down. I'm going to do my best to go through all of this, but admittedly there are some depth to things that I'm not going to get into in this video because I want this to be more of an overview, give you a sense of what all has changed. So first things first, we've got a new commander, Commander Zhea. They will be connected directly to the War of Kingdoms event, and specifically, the way they are going to be released is exclusive to the War of Kingdoms, and it's going to be in August of 2023, so not this upcoming KVK, but the one after this. They are going to basically have a wheel where you're going to be able to, based on how many points you get, you'll get spins of that wheel. Not clear if there are going to be other ways to get her, but that is the main way. I'll show her in depth in a second. Next, I think this is kind of some interesting, it's called the Hand of the King Alliance Notices. It seems like it's just going to kind of give us a little notation based on what the Alliance is doing in our Alliance chat. It doesn't seem to be terribly sophisticated, but just kind of helpful information if you need. Okay, the awakening system for Uma is up, so Uma's been awakened. We'll take a look at her. And then also there's just some changes to the lightning dragon, the way the talent reset works. They're basically going to give you, they just did give us actually a talent reset item, and you're going to use that in the future rather than getting an arbitrary one whenever you level them up. Just kind of makes sense to give it as an actual item. Next up, there's been some change to the recruitment pass, which we're going to take a look at. It's pretty interesting, but basically they're going to allow awakening tokens to be gotten instead of just the commander tokens. And then lastly, there are a few bug fixes, nothing too crazy there. Really glad they're fixing the red dots that don't disappear properly. I've always hated that, so I'm really glad that they're finally getting on that. So let's take a look at Zhea and what exactly she brings to the table. So Zhea is a level 18 commander, so that's on par, with some of the other level 18 commanders. We're looking at, Sabrina, some of the more combat ones. You've got like Enzo, Drake, Latz, Karen, Salma, Patelio, Rhea. All of those are all level 18. So hopefully that gives you a sense of the attack abilities, and basically Zhea is going to be a bowman commander that we can go and take a look at exactly what her stats are going to be. Gives 25% total attack, 10% casualty rate, and lowers your casualty rate by 10%, but all of this is only in War of the Kingdoms, so kind of similar to Darius, how Darius only affects Glorious Battle. Zhea will only affect War of the Kingdoms. To be clear, again, the only source is the War of the Kingdoms. There's no other way to get her just yet. Taking a look at her awakening ability really quickly, again, only in War of the Kingdoms, but you will get a bonus 30% battle tokens and bravery tokens, and you're going to get more diamonds from diamond mines. So just to be very clear, it does seem to me like these are going to be skills that you're going to get whenever you don't have to use her in battle. These are going to be universal. You can see that it remains active after unlocking is what they have described here. So that means that it's basically a passive stat that you're going to get. You don't actually have to be using Zhea in any of your lineups, but you're just going to get these bonuses along with her awakening ability. Going to hopefully make KVK something that people are more excited to do because you're getting these better rewards and more casualties. But who knows? So, outside of Zhea, we also got the awakening of Latz. I'm going to quickly of Uma, not Latz. Let's quickly take a look at Uma, though. Not a, game-changing awakening, but if we take a look, as you can see, what her awakening ability is going to do is it ties to the disarmed status as well as the active army skills, but 5 seconds after the battle begins, whenever Uma casts an army skill, she'll get to do this twice. She will disarm any on an enemy lineup that has death markers for 4 seconds, and the death markers, I believe, are directly tied to Arya's ability. If you remember that one, Arya's ability, she puts out those death markers on people. As you can see right here, she'll add a death marker whenever she attacks the enemy target lineup with her active skill. So just keeping aware that that's the connection to the death markers. but otherwise, Uma's ability is going to, even if they don't have a death marker on them, it'll just randomly target a lineup, and again, it's going to disarm them for 4 seconds. It can only happen twice, and it does have a cooldown of 10 seconds. So even if you have an active army skill happen twice, it's not going to happen. It's not going to actually disarm 2 different lineups. It'll only happen after that cooldown is over. I think that disarming is a pretty big buff, especially whenever you're fighting someone that is using the bleed skills. Making it so they can't attack as much is always going to be very, very good for you, but it's not actually doing that much damage. It's just going to kind of make them do less damage to you. I don't think this is going to replace any of the paid commanders, but for people that are free to play and they want to have a few awakened commanders, I think that this shows that you can kind of use Uma and Arya together, get that synergy going, but also just that Uma is probably one of the better free to play awakenings that are out there. Okay, so last I want to take a look at the recruitment pass, just to understand exactly what the update was. So when you look at the legend hero decree, basically what happens here is you can normally choose what commander you want in this commander medal. So you can go here and you can choose any of these different commanders that you want to get, and you'll get up to 60 of them in total over the course of the whole pass. Now, the difference is that down here you get a choice of these 3, and it's specifically their awakening tokens, but you get more than 60, you get 120 of these commander tokens. So if you do not have Jaime, Sinara, or Layla already fully awakened, this is a great way to get those tokens for them, and might actually make it very worth it to you in the long run. I think that for sure, if you don't have them awakened, it is worth doing this. They're just going to be, it's a really profitable way for you to get it in a pretty cheap way. So that's the major change there. Also, just so people are aware, if you ever click on this, it'll actually show you exactly what the rewards are that you're going to get from getting the fully unlocked hero decree or legendary hero decree. So hopefully this can inform your decision of whether or not you want to get them. Again, this says Sinara right now, but you would rotate it for any of them, and if you do choose one of the 3 awakenings, then you're going to get 120. So that's it for this update, folks. Definitely a lot going on in the game right now. Just to go back and look at it for you all. Again, lots of fun stuff going on. I'm not going to show the support the Lightning Dragon or the Hand of the King notices. There's not all that major, but hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely some interesting stuff happening. Lots of new commanders. Looks like they're trying to make War of Kingdoms happen. Definitely excited to see how it all goes. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and hope you learned a thing or two. Until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr, and I'll see you then.